Joe.
And we're Jen and Joe on the go. Take 3.
Yeah, we were interrupted a couple of times, so we're going to try this again. So, Jen, where are we and what are we doing this time?
Well, if you've been following us on Instagram today, you would think we were at the Taylor Swift concert.
No. Sorry if that seems awfully canned because that's the third time I've said it. No, we're not at the Taylor Swift concert. Although, if we would have had tickets to go, it's like the thing this year, the big Taylor Swift concert with all these little Swifties doing whatever they're doing. But no, we're not there.
But we did drop Ashley, Allie, and Kyrie off, and we're going to spend the evening in the city, which is something we don't get to do very often. In fact, we haven't been down here to downtown Chicago in almost 14 months.
Well,
it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get downtown that often anyway.
We don't.
But we were here when we stayed at Palmer House last year with Ashley, and that's where we are again right now.
We're in the Palmer House right now.
Yeah, so we parked across the street. We've got a couple things that we're going to be doing this evening, so please come along with us and enjoy the fun. And we're going to basically kill a few hours while they're having fun at the concert, and we're going to pick them up afterwards.
And I will say, getting here, we had heard horror story after horror story, and it was a piece of cake for us.
Well, it wasn't the horror stories as much as it was the news stories that said, well, expect traffic to be really bad and blah, 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 to take public transportation. And I didn't find it to be any worse than going to a Bears game. Now, we did come in early, so maybe this is early enough.
It's actually 4:30, so it's
Yeah.
4:25, and the gates open in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so maybe
it was like perfect timing.
We dropped them off. The way this area of Chicago is, Soldier Field is in the museum district, and there are all sorts of museums. They have their planetarium, the Shed Aquarium, the Field Museum. So there's enough. There are enough drop-off spots and enough walkways. So we didn't have a problem dropping them off at all. Basically right by the Shed Aquarium. Is that where we dropped them off? Between the Shed and the Field Museum?
Yeah, in the field.
So the pickup area afterwards is on Congress between Roosevelt and Belleville. So hopefully that's where we're going to pick them up tonight.
It's all labeled with letters.
Yeah.
So you tell your kid, hey, I'm in letter B, and they find letter B and they find your car. So I think it will be very crowded, but I think it will flow because people are going to be pulling in, pulling out, pulling in, pulling
Hopefully
out.
anyway. Yeah, hopefully. So we'll see. But anyway, we have a couple of things planned for tonight. So come along and enjoy the fun with us.
Yeah, please do. This is something new for us. We don't get downtown often, and when we do, we seem to go to the same places.
Well, I mean, we like to do what we like to do.
Speaking of, if you want to check out our video on the Palmer House, Joe will link it in the description below.
Yeah, because we did that a year ago, plus a couple of other things, which I'll link as well. But anyway, so come along. Berghoff since 1898. So after that really amazing dinner,
It was
and
so good.
you only ate half of your key lime pie.
Well, but to be fair, I said we should split a piece because I was full for my dinner.
Right, I wasn't going to share any of my piece of pie, so I ate all of my pie and then half of yours.
Who would have thought you could find the best key lime pie in Chicago?
Oh my God. So now
It was
we're walking
delicious.
because I'm dying.
But
it was worth it.
we're at the Bean.
Yes,
in
Millennium Park.
Millennium Park. And if you've watched the news, you've known that this has been a hot spot in Chicago for, they've had some problems with kids and violence and
Yeah, terrorizing people and blah, 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 blah.
So there is now, you have to go through security and get scanned when you go in, which I am so happy that the city of Chicago is doing. I think that's a good call. I feel a lot safer because I was kind of hesitant to come over here tonight. And just because of what we've heard on the news.
Well, last year when we were down here, it was like a week or two after.
It was a couple days.
After we were here, that they had this huge commotion with a bunch of, I don't know,
And they
whatever.
just had another one or two incidents
Yeah,
just within
yeah.
the last month
So
here. So I'm happy. I think it's a great call in the
It's
city
great,
of Chicago, and
sad at the
hopefully the
same
new
time.
mayor did this.
I know.
I think it's great.
No, I'm guessing Lightfoot did it when she was still there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my guess. I don't know for sure. But it's great, but sad at the same time.
Yeah,
but
it's sad that you have
still-
to do that,
But
but-
anyway, but this is the Bean behind us. Like, if you
I
guys
know.
don't know what that is, it's just this huge sculpture that is
beautiful.
all, reflective, and you see the skyline, the buildings, and reflected off of it. It
Yeah,
just
Joe will
creates-
include some pictures in the
Yeah,
video.
it just-
if you're
it's so
coming to
cool.
Chicago, you definitely need to make it to Millennium Park and see the Bean because it's really cool.
So it's Millennium Park, but then also there's Maggie Daley Park, like right attached to it. Richard Daley was the mayor for many, many years. The Daley family.
He really
and
did
his dad.
He really did a lot in making the city green.
Yeah, yeah.
Adding rooftop gardens and more greenery to the city, beautifying it. He really did a good job, and I'm glad to see that they've expanded on that the city, and there's a
Yeah.
lot more greener areas.
Yeah. Well, it's you have to with big cities. It's
Yeah.
kind of the trend. That's been the trend for the past
I
at least
love
20
that.
years. So anyway,
Chicago's
very, very
a great
cool.
city. I wish we could get here more often. I
Yeah.
mean, it's only an hour away
But
with
it's
no
expensive.
traffic. It's so expensive. We paid $50 to park
Just
the
to
car
park.
tonight.
Just to park.
$50.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you gonna do? But
crazy.
it's fun. We were having a great night. Can't hear any of Taylor. She's
No.
just down that way a bit, just south of us.
Behind us.
Yep, right down there. She's on stage right now performing, and I'm sure everyone's screaming their little heads off. All those little Swifties.
Well, it's been a good evening.
It has.
Yeah, we need to do more stuff in Chicago since
We
it's
do.
so close.
Yeah, we do.
We
So,
do.
all right, let's continue on. It's a lovely evening so far.
It is.
Jen, you know how sometimes you need to go with your gut when your instinct tells you something, and then when you don't go with your gut and your instinct, you realize, wow, I was a total dumb ASS. Can I say that?
Ooh,
Is the baby nearby?
let me
my
get in trouble for
God.
saying bad words.
Yeah, you do.
So anyway, as a piece of cake as it was to drop them off, it is a major cluster trying to pick them up. So
A cluster what?
A cluster rhymes with duck. So anyway, we left the parking garage.
But Jen, wait, where are we? It looks like we're parked.
We're back at the parking garage because
Let me just say,
like,
parking in Chicago is way expensive.
so we spent $60 to park. It was a sham. It said 2 to 9 hours was $50.
You mean a scam?
Joe went and paid it, and then we went. You had to like go inside to pay it. Then we got to the little where you have to put your ticket in again
To actually
leave,
get out?
to show that you've paid, and they charged us another $10. So anyway, we
And there's no one to
drove
complain
to
to.
Soldier Field to the parent pickup area that you weren't supposed to enter till 10:30, and
Maybe 10:30 a.m.
like there are streets that are closed, people are driving crazy, there are cars everywhere parked where they shouldn't be parked. So
Yeah.
we went all the way back to the parking garage.
Yeah.
So now we're going to have them meet us at Buckingham Fountain.
So my original plan, this is why I'm saying
Was
going
to
with
do
instinct.
just this.
Yes. My original plan was, well, the car's parked. Let's just take a walk, and you guys walk to Buckingham Fountain, and we'll meet you there. And then we could walk to the car, and then we'll just leave. So we're back in the parking garage. That's what we're going to do. We're just taking a little bit of a breather till we start walking to the fountain.
And it's
then
11:30, and I'm so tired.
You're tired. Should have taken a nap.
I know I should have.
Yeah.
So
Well,
anyway,
they had fun.
yay, City of Chicago!
Yeah.
You do not have your poop
Stuff together?
No, you
They
don't.
plenty of police officers and security.
But nobody
and-
knows what the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, and the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing.
No, that's kind of what I expected. So there are plenty of people out there kind of directing traffic, but there's just too much traffic and there's just no place to go. So yeah, I'm like, forget it, I'm out, I'm done. So we came back here, and now we're gonna walk and meet them, come back to the car. We could stop at Palmer House if anyone needs to use the bathroom, and then we'll start our long journey back home. So yeah, thank goodness I'm not working tomorrow. So besides that, past hour, little adventure, the rest of the evening was very nice. It was very lovely.
Really was.
Yes.
It really was.
Had a nice meal at Miller's Pub. Had that cheesecake. Yum, yum, yum. Prior to that, we were at Brando's Speakeasy. Cool little place. We just happened to find it on the map and tried that out. So that was kind of cool. Didn't make it for the karaoke because that hadn't started yet.
And
but
it's cold out. The temperature has dropped, and Joe has on short sleeves and shorts.
it's okay. It's warmer than the car with the air blasting. She had the air on because it was a little chilly in here, and she was a little nervous.
No, it
and-
was because Joe had the windows open, and it was so loud. I mean, we're in the city of Chicago. We're downtown, and there's just
noise.
and diesel, and a lot
But-
of pot.
Yeah, well, it is
Like,
legal in the state.
no, I know, but like every time you walk a couple steps, you're like, I'm high just from breathing the air. I'm not kidding. It smells like dead skunk everywhere.
It smells like Colorado.
Like
What?
I don't understand the appeal to pot. Like it never did anything for me.
That's because
the
you weren't
couple
doing it
times
right. Okay, anyway.
Okay, well, anyway,
sorry, I almost dropped the phone.
Anyway, as I was saying, it never did anything for me, so I don't get it. But it just smells like, who wants to put that in their lungs? That's just nasty shit.
Jennifer.
It's okay. It's 11:30, and I'm tired, and we have to now walk all the way to Buckingham.
It's not that far.
It's 19 minutes.
No, from Soldier Field to Buckingham Fountain.
Oh, how
For us,
far?
it's probably 10.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Oh my God.
Joe, I'm
put up
just
with-
so tired and I'm thirsty.
There's water right here. So we, in part of this adventure, we were driving south on Lakeshore Drive, and we passed right by Soldier Field, and we got to hear a little bit of her
We
concert
did.
at the very end.
I don't know what songs they were,
I
but
couldn't really understand
she
it.
sounded good
Yeah, it was loud.
from
but
being in a car.
with traffic, and can you hear that in the background?
That's the L.
That's the L.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lots of noise all the time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's wrap this up. I'm tired. I need to go get these little brat kids, and let's get out of here.
The funny thing is, they're not kids; they're all adults.
I know. Why couldn't they just do this themselves? Oh my God.
Can you imagine, like, if you ordered an Uber tonight, where the hell would you pick it up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
That's
you can't
just-
even
you
get
can't.
to the
No, I know.
pickup,
Right.
Uber, drop off.
So
pickup
when we
area.
pulled into this garage, there were people that looked like they were dressed for the concert. So I'm telling you, some people actually parked here and walked to Soldier Field, which is not ridiculous because it's probably a 30-minute walk. That's it. This is the way to go. This is what
These people were
should have
smart.
done. Right,
Us,
exactly.
not so much.
Yeah. Well, up until an hour ago. All right, let's wrap this up, please. This is getting to be too much
All right,
now.
so anyway, we will do another update tomorrow.
We will?
After we've like slept in and done the
I thought this was the end.
Well, this is, but we'll tell them how we got home tomorrow. Like, did we find them in 20 minutes? Did it take an hour? Like, we'll update you on that because I'm sure you want to hear about it. If not, just don't turn into the video after this one.
Okay, I guess
It's
we're
that
not
easy.
saying goodbye then.
So, well, we will. We'll say goodbye and we'll end this vlog, but we'll start another one tomorrow. So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action because you guys want to find out if we get home safely, don't you?
I do
I know
too.
I do.
I mean, at this rate, I'm not going to make it anywhere. Okay, I guess we'll chat with you later.
Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
As always, bye.